What happened to Blair Walnuts? Does anyone know where she's living right now? Did her hair ever grow back after it fell out and she was literally bald? And so much more unveiled today in this spicy Q&A directly from Blair Walnuts herself. Dun dun dun.
Makeup questions that you asked, so they gotta be juicy and fun. One of the first questions I got was, what is your best purchase and worst purchase of the year? And I have tea because I'm really good at frivolously spending money. So this year I was really trying to fix my YouTube channel and become like a better YouTuber. So I decided to invest in some gear, and I was really inspired by like all the drone shots I see on like professional videographers' videos. So I thought, maybe I should buy a drone. So I get home and I try to begin my new drone flying career, apparently. You know when you have like ADHD and you have like fixations on like strange things, like you'll become like a painter for a day or like a musician. And then I hit a tree. So from then on, like YouTube videos and you want to be a better creator, it's not necessarily about getting better equipment, because maybe you just suck at it and you should give up. I'm just kidding. But the best purchase I made this year, I've been trying not to spend like money frivolously on designer because it's just like expensive because it has a logo on it, like let's be honest. But I did find like a vintage reseller here, and it wasn't that expensive because I know Chanel price increases have gone crazy lately, like, so I really like that. But I'm also trying to make more fashion videos for you guys.
That was a really gross, yucky, vain answer. I think that was like the best fashion piece I bought this year, but the best actual thing I've ever bought this year was my Pilates membership because stage fright, so I said something stupid. Okay.
Because I only came here with one suitcase, so. But when you call it capsule collection instead of I don't have a lot of clothes, I feel like it just sounds cooler. It's giving like rich, you know, capsule collection. Speaking of capsule collections, I actually just had Shein send me in some really cute pieces that I wore in the video pretending to be Nara Smith. So I'll show you guys the outfits now I'm wearing this, and there's a few more. This at-home sweat set was giving Regina George Mean Girls, so I absolutely loved it. The little cherries were so cute. And then I got this fancy dress velvet situation that made me look like an actual Barbie doll. Like, if you need to cosplay Barbie this spring, this is the dress for you. It's really comfortable and hugs you in all the right places. It literally gave out. It's Blair Walnut. She's here. The next one I got was this 1950s yellow tweed number. Like, I think this is what Chanel wants to give but never gives us anymore. So I actually did match it with a Chanel just to prove a point. And I feel like this is very like, I'm a housewife and I do not have a job and I don't want a job and I will watch children for money, but I will have a nanny. And then I got this champagne color that I feel like just made me look rich, like it's giving Lily Vanderwoodson, I'm going to a gala or something. It also tied in the back, which I thought was so cute. Everything's linked down in the description box. Thank you, Shein, for sponsoring that part of the video. Back to the questions. So the next most popular question was about my hair extensions. As you guys know, my hair literally fell out. Like I had a wig and a topper, and then I got extensions. And I used to have tape-in extensions. Those were my favorite because you know, tape them in and tape them out. But I got rid of my extensions like 3 weeks ago. This is all my real hair. I'll show you guys like more properly later. I feel like it's giving Betty Boop, like Marilyn Monroe, George Washington today because I like curled it extra. And I've been getting a lot of hate comments actually on the internet about my roots. I know you can see them. I had to grow my hair back out and not have extensions. Number one, because it was expensive and annoying, and having extensions in your head is just frustrating. But the whole time I was just using my hair oil. So many of you have had such great results with putting rosemary oil in your hair, and you've sent me pictures, and I feel like it's a product that'll forever help people. So I guess it worked out. Really bittersweet situation to lose your hair and then make like a very successful business from it, but I'll take it, you know, I'll take what I can get. Speaking of nose job, I've been getting so many questions about it. I actually told you guys who my doctor is on my Instagram spam account, and that's the only place it's staying because I don't want to be responsible for people that don't do research. But it only hurt right when I woke up. And also in Turkey, they don't give you like really good pain meds like they do in America. They basically gave me baby Advil, and they're like, that's all you get. And because I didn't know what it was called, I read like the packet, I guess, and it says like Nurofen, and I was like, cool. So imagine someone just like, you know, scalpeling your nose, doing whatever, like drilling it, and then they give you like baby aspirin. In America, they give you more than baby aspirin if you like stub your toe. you're like, oh wow, my toe. They're like, here you go, pain meds. But I guess it's good. The recovery wasn't too bad. It was just like me looking ugly and like a chipmunk for a week. So I would do it again. No longer think about what I look like anymore because I'm like, I look fine. I like that it no longer occupies any brain space for me. Like I just, okay, time for bronzer and blush. But yeah, so I always wanted to be a YouTuber. It was like a really big dream of mine. So it was my goal to do that. But before I did that, in college, my parents like stopped supporting me when I turned 18 basically. So I had to figure out how to make money, but I also like didn't want a job, which sounds really bad, but something that I thought would be like trending, and I would buy them and then resell them. And that was like kind of my first gig. I resold it on Poshmark for like $50, and I was like, wow, I'm a businesswoman. Like, what do you know? Hell, move away, Jeff Bezos. Like, Blair Walnuts is coming to you. And then after that, I started teaching people English online because I was like, oh, I know English. I could teach people English in like a funny, sarcastic way, so like they can chat with me in English and practice, and I could charge them $10. So I would charge $10 to teach them English. I know, not exactly like a lot of money, but it's more than what I would make an hour at the store I was working at. And I used to work at a clothing store in Vegas. If you guys are from Vegas, you'll know. It's called Hottie. It sold like really trashy club outfits, and they would pay me $8.25 an hour for very little money, if anything at all. Actually, I don't even like your family supporting you. I think it's really good for like rich kids that like have their family supporting them. They can go do like a fancy internship for 40 hours a week, but when you need money, it's really difficult to do an unpaid internship. And I think a lot of companies take advantage of like unpaid internships. And then another one I did is my dad's friend was a doctor in the ER, and I shadowed her for a week. That's when I discovered I couldn't be a doctor. There was times where I would have to leave the room because I would get so nauseous, and I was like, wow, I'm the worst doctor. Because genuinely, I would feel so bad for these patients that were in there, like, hurt, and I was like, I can't look at you because I feel bad for you. Like, worst doctor ever. Figured out I couldn't be a doctor. Then after that, I started doing YouTube and figured out that you can make money on it. And I was like, oh my god, I'm a genius. Like, this is gonna work out. So I love making videos. Like, when I first started making videos, I would spend probably 40 or 50 hours like editing a good video. And I taught everything to myself, like how to edit, how to film, you know, how to make it funny, how to have a storyline. The most important thing in a video is to have a... One of you guys asked, do you have any tattoos? I've been keeping this a secret for like 5 years, but I do actually have a tattoo. It's ridiculous. I got it when I was 16. I thought it was gonna go away within 6 months. I got it done in a basement at my friend's house that was just learning how to tattoo. So I feel like that wasn't a great idea either, but at least all my tattoos and piercings you like can't really see. So even though I got them when I was like young and an idiot, they don't really affect my life. So like I didn't get please like here or something. Like, but I see a lot of really fun lip tattoos. Like I think Kendall Jenner has like meow, and I think I've seen like daddy. I want to get walnuts here now, but a lot of you guys asked about my thoughts on a prenup. I think it's because I make a lot of jokes about dating a billionaire. I used to make really self-deprecating jokes, like, oh, I'm not good enough, or like, I would make myself the butt of the joke, which worked. Like, we love that. You manifest things you say out loud, which I know is crazy, but like, every single time I've like said something crazy online, it's ended up coming true. So now I make jokes about how I'm dating a billionaire. I don't have to work, so that if like I do accidentally manifest something, it's not having a job. That's my goal. Oh, my thoughts on a prenup for that reason. I think prenups are great, and you wouldn't expect me to say that, but prenups not only protect the man, but also you. I'm saying for you think you're gonna like splitting things is fine, right? But it's not like you're ever gonna or anything 50-50 at home. And when you have a child, the burden of that labor is on you. Like, you're pregnant, you have to deal with that, you have to take care of it after. And as much as he says he's gonna do it, I don't know. So I think you should have some kind of protection in there, because especially if you're going to be a stay-at-home mom or like not have a job after like being together, what, 10, 20 years, and then he decides he wants to leave you, it's going to be really difficult for you to get back into having a career because you would have taken all that time off. So I think it's really important for women to understand, like, even if they're stay-at-home girlfriends or stay-at-home wives, like, you need to, the man you marry is not the man you divorce. They turn evil, I swear to God. I've seen it on TikTok way so many times. And as a person with experience, the man you start dating is not the man you break up with. So be careful, ladies. And this actually caused so much scandals on my TikTok. Everyone was like, Blair, how can you say that women need their own bank account? I will double down on that. Women need their own bank account. They need their